Hello, welcome back to another video on speculation. I do believe that there is a slowdown, a cooling off phase in the speculation game, in the hobby, which is not a bad thing. That does not mean that there are not crazy prices out there, okay? The big keys, the AF-15, the Hawk 181, those books are still, for the most part, breaking record in all grades level, except for maybe Hawk 181 in the 9.8, 9.6 area. But I think the trend in general for the big key books are still going higher, even at this crazy level. But for many other books, I think for sure there are less chatters about them, whether it's on eBay, on the CGC forum, or on YouTube. If you are a member of the CGC forum, whether it's the Bronx, the Copper, or the Modern forum, there's always a thread that say hot books on eBay, as far as hot Bronx books on eBay or hot Copper books on eBay. And for the most part, at least from what I can tell, those threads are cooling off significantly compared to what they were a few years ago, where it was, I think the peak of madness for hot book alerts and movies was Apocalypse, X-Men. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was, to me, from my own observation, it's the beginning of the turning point where, there's a realization in the market that enough is enough. Prior to X-Men Apocalypse, the movie coming out, X Factor 5 and 6, people was buying them, speculating on them, talking as if that's the best investment, stealth buy this and that. Well, guess what? Nobody cares about those books anymore. If you pay more than $10 for those books, I hope you enjoy them more than hoping to make money on them. And I think the market has reached that point where, sure, there are isolated area where the hypes still impact the resale value, but for the most part, I see the market more and more ignoring what were considered hot book alerts months ago, if not years ago. This book, X-Men 97, okay? Love this book, love this copy, but I don't see a whole lot of people hyping this book as first Lilandra, she's gonna be in the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie. Does anybody care? At least not a whole lot of hypes on YouTube, for sure. So is it a bad thing or good thing? I say it's a good thing. I have always a firm believer that it's nothing wrong with speculating, it's nothing wrong with flipping, but for the most part, for me, the hobby is more about owning and enjoying my collection. Sure, there are books in my collection that I buy and sell and flip, but when I come down to this book, I have one copy, a high-grade copy that I enjoy having and to read. That's good enough. I don't need this book to go up in value to enjoy any more or less. Okay, so how about this so-called used to be hot piece? Okay, first Star-Lord. Love this magazine. I think one of these days I might show the inside of this book, because I think Star-Lord is I'm glad he has given the spotlight with the movies, no doubt. But if you go back for those that read the inside of this magazine, if you go back and read this Marvel preview and his 4 or so appearances in those magazines, they are really good, well-written story. A lot of thoughts by Steve Englehart was put into creating this character. It's an underrated character that was forgotten and ignored for a long time, and I'm kind of glad that the movie gave him the spotlight. But regardless, if you have GPA, what has happened to this book? Okay, half at the peak compared to the initial success of Guardian Galaxy 1. Now that Guardian of the Galaxy, now that the second movie came out and it was a huge success, guess what? Didn't help the book. Didn't help this book. So guess what? Perfect example what I would consider a B-level character. Okay, do I like him less? No. I enjoy the character. Heck, I like his look in the movie. I like Chris Pratt. I like this book. But let's not kid ourselves, okay? Even with the success of the 2 movies, and this book is cut in half, who would want to call that an investment? Okay, own it because you love it. But I don't see any reason for this book to return to the all-time high. But that's just it for this video. Okay, my 2 cents on what I thought, on my thoughts on the current speculation market. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.